start with questions. Dwayne?
Jason, how do you explain what we just saw? Look at that last shot.
I've seen it on TV. It's Luka. You know, understanding the situation, I thought the team, you know, we talked about at halftime, we knew they were going to make a run, but we kept our composure there down the stretch, and we got the ball to Luka. Luka did what he's done in the past by getting his shot off, and it looked good when he left. But he's done it so many times, and it's just, you know, it's a beautiful thing to watch in person.
I know you say he's done it so many times, but does it still kind of amaze you a little bit the way he just keeps doing it time and time again?
Yeah, I mean, I've played with a player like that before here. Everybody knows the ball's going to 41, and he delivers. And so I think everyone knew the ball was going to 77, and he delivered. And understanding he loves that moment. His teammates know that, and I would say the opposing team knows the ball was going to Luka, and there was nothing they could do.
How do you feel about the way KP looked in his first game?
He was great. He was great. Came up with a big block there at the end of the game, and then also had a big tip in for us. I think we might have been down 2 to tie the game up, if I can recall. But I thought for his first time back after being out for 5 games, he was really good.
Also, he was kind of quiet most of the night, but Hardaway came up with 2 or 3 really big plays there down the stretch, it seemed like.
Yeah, I think Timmy, everybody will look at the points the first thing and say, well, he didn't have a good game, but I think he had one of his better all-around games defensively, but also talking. He was very positive, showed great leadership for the 48 minutes, and so we need that. And he just showed that it's not always about scoring, that you can affect the game other ways, and he did that for us today.
Talk about what Reggie brings to the game for you guys.
Reggie brings toughness, not because he got stitches today. But, you know, the toughness, being able to count on him on both ends, and then just his composure. He's not going to get lost in the middle. He's here to help to try to, you know, the team win offense. I thought he had a great look there. The game is tied. It just rolled in and out for a 3 that would have gave us the lead, and so. But he's someone that we can call on. If Dorian is in foul trouble, you know, he takes that assignment of guarding the best wing player.
Is there something that you can point to over these last few months of getting to know Luka really personally that just makes him so ready for those moments? You know, he, like we've all said, hasn't been shooting well from 3 to start the season. And what is it about him that when it's that moment, all that stuff just kind of goes away and he becomes, like you said, he's Luka?
Yeah, I think that's a good question for him. And from afar, I would say it probably started when he was young, when he became a pro at 13 or 14 years old, and understanding what it takes to be successful, and also, you know, being a star at a young age, and everyone expecting you to deliver. And I think it's just become his norm. We've seen great players like LeBron early in their career have that same, you know, mindset or those same finishes, and so I would start there. But he's not scared of the moment. I think he's seeing it qualifying for the Olympics, and then also delivering in the Olympics, getting his country to a medal game, and unfortunately coming up short. But like those things at 22, you know, those things are hard, and I think it's just he's a special person.
Were you surprised when the Celtics fouled on the play right before Luka took the shot? How did that change the calculus of what you were drawing up?
Yeah, they had one to give, so different people have philosophies of taking it, making you do something different, and so I think there might have been a 4-second difference in the shot clock, or maybe 6. I'm guessing right now, so you guys probably know. But the ball was going to get into Luka's hands, but when they fouled, and then we had the deflection that went out, that actually probably helped us a little bit more to give Luka more room, and so we took advantage of that.
All right, we'll move over to Zoom. Kevin?
Kevin Gray, 105 through the fan. Jason, obviously, not wanting to give up a 17-point lead at the halftime, but can you talk about the resiliency of this team to stick with it and to be able to have a chance at the end, and Luka obviously being able to win it in the end?
Yeah, we talked about it at halftime. We talked about, that was a really good half for us on both ends, but knowing that Boston was, gonna come out with being aggressive, take the temperature if they can make some threes to get back in the game, and you gotta give them credit, they got back in the game. They were aggressive and we were kind of, passive there, but we learned from that, but we stayed together as a team. It was easy to just, pull apart and give in, but today, again, accountability, trust was at a high level, and we found a way to win at home, which was an exciting game, in that second half. And we're working on a lot of different things defensively that we'll look at and get better with.
Okay, we'll do one more for Leonardo and then call it.
Hey, Coach, it's Leonardo Torres from Peru. Congrats on your win. Coach, how necessary are these kind of wins to continue to develop a winning team chemistry?
These wins, they all count when they go into the left column, so we'll take it. Coming off of another close game in San Antonio, I think it just shows paying attention to detail down the stretch and being able to execute not just on the offensive end but the defensive end. And so tonight it came down to Luka having the ball offensively, and he delivered, and San Antonio was coming up with a stop. And so we can grow from this, and we